Hi, this is my second time recording this video because the first time I recorded it, I rambled way too much. I showed personal information. I just like all the things that I do or have been messing up on in previous videos, and all the reasons why I would need to reshoot all my other videos. Yeah, yeah. I just have water tonight. No tea, unfortunately. Too lazy to make any. Um, yeah. Just a chill updates video with bad lighting. Um, yeah, I don't have a whole lot, but I wanted to give a few updates because since my last video, I've gotten a handful, and I mean literally like a handful, of new subscribers. Um, and I wanted to thank you all for coming along. Hold on, there's a hair in my mouth. Okay. Real great big thank you. Um, you came here for dolls, and I'm already flashing you. Whoops. Um, she got stuff. My mind's totally drawing a blank. Yeah. You ever just like have the urge to record a video even though you totally shouldn't? You're like, you're just not, and you're just totally sleepy, and you're like, nah. Like I'm literally in bed. I'm like, I was drawing, and I was like, I'm gonna go to sleep, and then I was like, no, video. So that's what I'm doing. This is Charlie. She's my Feeble 60 leash, the look back leash from the recent Feeble 60 leash event. That when was it? Winter 2021. I believe in my last video, and then also on my Instagram, I said I was playing around with this doll being different characters. And that's because I like to get my brain to exercise with different characters and different story ideas, especially when my main story, who Charlie, this girl, is in, is feeling kind of overwhelming to me. It's my main story, and I put a lot of heart and soul into it, and a lot of time, and a lot of mental energy. And when it comes to be a bit too much, when I'm just there's somehow too many ideas for it, and yet too little that I feel like I can accomplish well, I like to switch my brain over to another story, and I just like to dabble. I just like to, none of it, I don't know if any of it will ever like stick. I just like to play, make sketches, get a wig or two, put it on this doll, and pretend like she is a new doll or a new character. Because I also don't have like a ton of money, and I have very little space in this room. I don't know why, and I don't want my dolls leaking into other parts of this house. Like, I would just feel so rude to my family. I'm like, oh, my bad. Left a $700 doll lying around in the living room. Let me just, like, yeah, I don't know if I'm ready to be that level of irritating. I mean, I'm irritating, but I don't know if I'm ready to be that breed. Props to anyone who is, though. I'll probably join you. What was I saying? Oh yeah. All that being said, I just need to clarify. She will always be Charlie to me, though. Like, this doll, it's like the leash sculpt. Like, she just when I saw the leash, at least the look back leash, I was like, I know the look back. Fairyland look back sculpts are kind of controversial because a lot of people, or a few people on Tumblr, think that Fairyland is kind of butchering the OG sculpts to make these look back sculpts. And I can tell with some sculpts that there are differences from the OGs, like the Shiwu that went on pre-order recently. I was like, that doesn't really look like was it Shiwu? Yeah, no, I looked at that Shiwu and I was like, Something's off. Like, his face looked kind of a bit too narrow. I don't know what it is, like, his eyes look different. Regardless, I quite love this doll. Quite love her face. And the moment I saw her face, I was like, yeah, that's Charlie. My character, Charlie. So I just wanted to clarify that. And you'll probably see me play around a lot with this doll because she's my favorite doll and my most expensive. So I want to get as much utility out of her as possible. Don't know if anyone else does that. I don't know if I explained this any better in this video than I did in the video I just grabbed. It's funny. Anyway, all that aside, I just keep picking her up, putting her down, and flashing her panties at you. I'm so sorry. I recently got some stuff from Denver Doll Emporium. Not a whole lot. Literally like 3 things. I know. What a haul. I'm just so dang rich. I got her the now sold out, sorry guys, now sold out sailor outfit set from Denver Doll Emporium. I already said that. I don't know what brand it is. It was on clearance for like 19 bucks. And it's been at Denver Doll Emporium, and it might even be in Junkie Spot. It's been there for a while. Yeah, if you still want this, if anything in this set charms you, maybe check Junkie Spot. Might be there. I've seen this outfit around like everywhere. Honestly, you'll probably recognize it. Or you won't, because it's missing the vest and the petticoat and the bow in her hair and the bow on her collar. It did come. I bought everything all together. I just have styled it differently. So I got her that sailor set. It's quite nice, very high quality. The vest that it came with is lined. Was not expecting that. It's very nice. It feels very good. These are all real buttons, no Velcro, and I don't even dislike Velcro. I think this skirt is also, it closes with a zipper. What? Yeah, it's very nice. I've rolled up the sleeves, and I've kept the shirt unbuttoned just to give it a bit of, I'm sorry, my voice is totally shot. I've been screaming a lot lately. No explanation on that. Yeah, I love to open just to give it a bit more of like a, I don't know, punky, grungy look. I'm trying to fix the lighting. I don't know if there's any redeeming this. Is that better? Maybe. Anyway. Just, I want to give you a better look at her. Oh my god, she's so cute. She's so cute. I know this lighting's pretty bad, and maybe her, like, super dark eyes are kind of spooky, but I don't know, I like it. I love it when her eyes look, like, super dark like this. It's so alluring. I'm just gushing about her. I love her so much. Anyway, I got this sailor set. I quite like it. I also got her this sports bra and panties set. It's from Denver Doll. Why do I keep repeating that it's from Denver Doll? Rep Denver Doll. Woo. It's quite nice. I don't know what brand this set is either, but I mean, you'll see it if you go on the site. It's just in clothes, and you'll probably be in like under things, that section. She has her, at this point, signature gold necklace. I always have her in this necklace, or this. It's actually a bracelet, but for me, but I never wear it, so I've given it to her, essentially. And I also got her these new shoes. They've got that really annoying. I love these shoes. No shame, no shade to the shoes. Okay, but this will happen with any miniature doll shoe piece with laces. Look, the laces are just kind of flying everywhere. They're having a party. So I'll probably trim the laces, or I'll find some way to tuck them into the boot, or I'll have them stick down somehow. I don't know. But they're quite good otherwise. Like, they're high quality. They look really cool. They're these chunky platform high heel boots. My only issue with, particularly, My only issue with like fitting in regards to these boots, I think I don't have the Feeple 60 Moe high-heeled feet, but I think these shoes would, I mean, obviously, I think the shoes would fit better if she had her high-heeled feet. Can't talk. But right now they feel quite tight. Like I really had to squish her feet into the boots, and I couldn't put any socks on with them. I don't think it's because her feet are too big in any way. I think it's just they're not high-heeled. So I guess anyone who wants to get these, I'm pretty sure these shoes, I actually know the brand for these. Watch as I'm wrong, but I think they're Ginny. I think so. Or, you know, they'll be in Denver Doll Emporium's shoe shack. Sorry, something caught in my throat. So yeah, that's the stuff that I've gotten for her recently. I want to get her more clothes. I love dressing her up. Honestly, after this video, probably dress her up some more. And, check out my Instagram, @buttdog. But instead of a B, it's a 3, so it's 3UTDog. I'll probably put an @ in the description. I just took off her hand and all of her bracelets came off. Whoops. They're rings, by the way. What was I saying? Yeah, I'll probably play around with dressing her more after this video. She's just... Fairyland bodies are just so good. With the magnetic hands and like how shapely they are. They're so expressive. I love them. What else? Oh. I need to stop, or I would like to at some point phase out all my ranting on this channel. But until then, I'm gonna do another little lament like my last video. Except it's that it's what every BJD or doll person talks about. I want more dolls. But for all the reasons I said earlier, not a whole lot of money, or money I do have, I should probably save or like spend on useful things instead of on dolls. I mean, they're useful, but not in a really necessary sense, I guess. Fuck it. No, they're necessary. Anyway, I should probably save space in my room as well. And if I were to get like another doll, like another BJD at least, I'd probably want it, like, I feel like maybe it should be a character, like another character from her story, maybe even the two main characters, because she's not even like, if you've been on this channel, like you've seen any of the other videos on this channel before, then you know that my main story follows the concept of love and the concept of death, or the reincarnation, or rather the reincarnations of love and the reincarnation of death. And I don't even have them shelled. I have the reincarnation of love, Sharon, that's her name, as a 1/6 BJD and a 1/4 vinyl doll. But like, they're not like her default forms. Like I feel like I should get, because like she's my favorite doll, so I think it would just make sense if I got my two like my other favorite characters in her scale. That makes sense. But despite all of that, the doll that I'm craving most right now, that's like killing me, is like I really want an anime doll. Anybody ever get that? Like, nah, I know y'all do. Where like you collect, I guess this would be considered hyper-realistic art style. Like, I'm not saying her face looks realistic by any means. Like, those eyes are huge, and I keep flashing you guys. I'm sorry. Her eyes are huge. Her chin is small. Her nose is small. But she's like, you know, she's got nostrils. She's got a more, like, I don't know. She's got more, like, depth in her eyes and stuff. So I would consider her from the spectrum of anime to real. She's more on the real side. She's so cute. Oh my goodness. And I don't know, I just like my art style. I don't usually draw like this, and that's one of the big ways I bond with my dolls and my characters is by drawing them. If you've been on my Instagram, shameless plug again, 3@dog, but with a 3 instead of a B. I draw my characters quite a bit, and I adapt them into comics. Like that's actually how I have been telling the main story, Necro XO. That's the name of my main story. I tell it through comics. I tried writing a novel, but I just really like the visual medium, and my art style is closer to anime than it is to this. So, like, literally, like, every 5 seconds, I want an anime doll. And, like, it doesn't help. I collect anime figures, as well. I'm not that deep in it. I'm pretty deep in it. I've spent hundreds of dollars on anime figures. I gotta stop getting so many expensive things and having expensive things as my hobbies. Wow. Yeah, I really freaking like anime, but I don't even really have like a character that I'd want. I mean, honestly, if I were to shell a character into the anime art style, I'd probably just reshell her and just have the realistic version of her and then the anime version of her. And then depending on my mood, like if I feel like having if I feel like playing around with this art style, then I play with her. And if I feel like in an anime mood, then I hang out with the anime version of her. Like, I really like that idea. Also, I'm just obsessed with Charlie. I really like this character. But, like, a big thing for me, I'm a sucker for tan skin dolls. I'm very brown myself. So, like, I'd want, if I were to get an anime doll, particularly one of her, of course, then I would want her to have tan skin. But as you probably know, not a lot of companies do tan skin anime dolls. In fact, there's not a lot of tan skin anime characters. I mean, in relative to like pale skin anime characters. If you know anime, then you know. And I mean, like, I don't not get it. Like, I know, if you're Asian, you know, they like pale skin. Whatever happens. We'll get some more unfetishized tan skin characters eventually. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, here's the ultimate. Like here's where all of this I want an anime doll kind of musing. Here's where they all come to a head. You know who does do anime dolls in vinyl? Danny Chu. Smart Doll does a lot of anime dolls in tan, and even Coco, T and Coco. Those are the correct terms in terms for Smart Doll. But I'm not trying to be controversial on this channel. I only have 15 subscribers. Thank you so much again for subscribing, including 2 of my other channels. Thank you. I don't want to start controversy, but I mean, if you've been in the BJD hobby or Smart Doll hobby for like 2 seconds, then you know Danny Chu is kind of a controversial figure for, I guess, understandable reasons. What am I even saying I guess for? And I'm like, I know that the Smart Doll company is comprised of more people than Danny Chu. Like, I know by supporting Smart Doll, it's not just supporting him, it's supporting a bunch of artists and painters and seamstresses. But there's a lot of baggage that comes with supporting a company whose CEO is the way that they are, especially in this kind of climate. And I'm not out here, I'm not out here thinking my biggest fear is getting canceled over buying a doll. But it's just like, I mean, for people who have a smart doll or have considered buying a smart doll or didn't buy a smart doll because of the whole, like, all the scandals regarding that company, like, yeah, like, how do you go about this? My phone's gonna run out of battery. I am on a roll, so this thing better not freaking die on me. Sorry, I just had to adjust it. I didn't mean to stare at you so freakily. Where was I? Oh yeah, what the heck to do? And the thing is, I love a lot of smart dolls. I know that like some of their sculpts look a little odd from certain angles. One person, I know a lot of people don't like the Tumblr BJD confessions blogs, but I gotta say there was, for good reason. Like they can be really mean for no, like for why, but there was this one confession that was so funny. It was like, tell me if you've seen it. It was comparing the side profile of smart dolls to pugs, and I was just like, oh. And I like smart dolls. I like the way they look. I think they're very clean. They look like they're good posers. I don't know. Again, all this to say, I don't really have I don't even know if I want to pay like $400 to $600 for a smart doll, right now. Especially since there's not a lot of T dolls in stock right now. But I just kind of wanted to put these thoughts out there. I'll probably bring this up again because I mean, like, who watched this? My brother just called me. What was I saying? Yeah, basically, to the people who have watched this far, or for some reason skipped ahead, what do you do when you consider buying a smart doll? And are there other options for tan dolls? If Volks released the skin tone that, Anthi, so Volks recently sold Utena and Anthi from Revolutionary Girl Utena, as Dolphy Dream dolls. And God, they look so beautiful. Oh, I'm like avoiding them. Like how I'm kind of avoiding looking at Dolphy Dream 2B. Oh my God, because I love Revolutionary Girl Utena. I've seen the anime and I've seen the movie. And it wasn't really a hard decision not to get either of them. Because, I mean, like, money. But they're so beautiful. And, a lot of people, including me, are hoping that, Volks Volks, the company, sees how well, or how much people love Anthi, particularly the tan-skinned Dolphy, the dark tan-skinned Dolphy, and they decide to sell it, like, at least semi-regularly. Because I know there's, like, there's, like, a Dolphy choice, full choice system thing for Dolphys. But you have to buy via proxy if you want to get a tan-skinned doll through there. And I don't know if I'm ready to do that. I don't know. I just haven't done enough research on it. So yeah, I guess two questions. What the heck to do? Like, how do you reconcile? Here's the question: how do you reconcile, like, poo behavior of the CEO and the beautiful dolls? Obviously, just like don't. Obviously, if you have such a problem with the ethics of the owner of a company, just don't buy their products. Like, if you're that bothered. And that's the obvious answer to me. But it's just, like, you get me, right? I'm like, that just sucks. That just sucks. That, like, the one company that does, like, a ton of tan and dark skin dolls as a CEO who's less than agreeable. Watch as I get banned from buying smart dolls. No, listen, I love their dolls. It's just the things that I've heard and read. I don't know. Oh, and then two. Second question of the day. What was I gonna ask? I guess, do you have any recommendations for tan skin dolls? Tan skin anime dolls. Cause I know Mayu does a good tan. But I'm speaking like, how about specifically SD tan anime dolls. I mean, if you can't think of any SD ones, then I'll go MSD as well. But I prefer the mature look. And a lot of the anime MSDs or 1/4 scale dolls I see are really childish. I guess that makes sense because it's basically like they're the younger version of like an SD, which I think is a cool idea. But it's just not really what I'm into right now. You know, I'm a big girl. I want to hang out with the big girls. That sounded so wrong. I'm just gonna I'm gonna end this video. I don't know what I'm gonna title this or caption this with. Ooh, I wanna show one thing before I go. One last thing. Yeah. So I said that I draw, and I haven't drawn in a while actually. It's been a hot minute. But I don't know. I keep mentioning them, so here is a picture of my two main characters, the parents of Charlie, actually, Love, the girl, and Death, who is the tall man. And I just drew them cuddling, and I don't know. This isn't really doll related, especially since I don't have these characters shelled. I mean, I have Sharon shelled, but I already explained this earlier, I think. Yeah, I don't really have them shelled as dolls, but they're important to me. And the doll that I do have, the character that I do have shelled, who's in this story, you know, those are her parents. And they're cuddling. And that's all. I just thought it was cute. Thought maybe anyone who likes romance as much as I do might like that. Yeah, that's all. And yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.